Hi everyone, very good evening and welcome back to Geeks for Geeks practice. Please give me a plus one in the chat and hit the like button if I'm clearly audible to everyone. Then I'll share my screen and we'll discuss the very good problem that was maximum intersecting lines. Okay, so hi Madhva Joshi and hi Rishit as well. So guys, voice is not there. Let me check. Intersecting lines. Okay. So hi Madhva Joshi and hi Rishit as well. I think my voice is clearly audible, right? So I hope that everything is working fine, right? Hi Shreya, hi Rishit. So very good evening to everyone. Today's problem is basically based on line sweep algorithm. So I will just try to share my screen. I hope that everything is working fine. I think that audio is also fine. I think, right? Okay. Do this. Now let me share the screen and then we can start solving the problem as well. Good evening, Alpha Tech. Okay. So basically, this is the particular problem that we need to solve, right? Now, in this problem, what are these people saying? First of all, let's have a quick learning about that. Okay. It says that a non-horizontal line segment, a non-horizontal, like n horizontal line segments are arranged on x-axis on a 2D plane. So the starting and the ending of each line is given. Okay, and you need to find the maximum number of intersecting lines possible. So let us say that if I have this example, let's say if I have something like 1 to 3. Okay, this is the sample input. Then I have 2 to 3. Okay, then I have 1 to 2. Okay, then I have 4 to 4. Right. If I have this particular thing here, so I need to tell that what is the maximum intersection. Okay, what is the what is the maximum number of intersections. So I will tell you, just give me a second and let's draw a number line right here. So if I draw this number line right here, let's say we start this with 0, let's say this is 1. Okay, then this is 2, this is something like 3. Okay, this is something like 4, then this is something like 5, this is something like 6, this is something like 7. Okay, now if you have 1 to 3, so 1 to 3 is like this segment will start from here, right? And let's say it ends here. Okay, now after that 2 to 3 is something like this. It starts from here and it ends here, right? So inclusive, it is inclusive, right? And then after that, if you will observe, so we also have 1 to 2. Okay, this segment as 1 to 2, so we also have 1 to 2 as another segment. Okay, and then we have 4 to 4, so we have this particular thing. Okay, so now tell me, like, see, if you will see, so at this point to 1, how many at this point, like, let me use a different color. How many points are intersecting, guys? How many lines are intersecting at this point? Can you tell me? Like, indirectly, if you will see, so how many lines are there at this particular point? 2. Can I say that 2? Please write 2 in the chat. Quickly comment down 2 in the chat and hit the like button as well. Right. I can say that here 2 lines are there. Right. Okay. Now, if I will see, so 2 lines are here. Okay. So if I will see for this point, so it is nothing but 2 lines. Okay. Then if I look forward for this, like if you will look forward for this particular point, that is point number 2, like how many points are intersecting here? Can you quickly tell me, guys? Can you quickly comment down? How many lines are intersecting at this particular point? Like in like in terms of, you can say that I have drawn them stretchfully, but actually they will be intersecting, kind of, right? So there are 3 lines that are intersecting. Okay, I have drawn them differently, but obviously they will be just in this format, I think, right? So I hope that this point is clear. Now after that, at this point, how many lines are intersecting, right? So only 2 lines are intersecting at this point. And at this point, how many lines are intersecting? Only one line is only one line is there, right? Or one single point is there, in fact. So what is the maximum intersection that you can see here? Like, out of this, what is the maximum intersection? Can I say that 3 is the maximum intersection that we can observe? Please write yes in the chat. Okay. Please write yes in the chat, guys, and hit the like button as well. Then I can proceed further. Okay. You can give me a +1 as well. Okay. So you can write 3. You can give me a +1 as well, and then we will proceed further. If you are clear with this much example, right? I hope that this much example does make sense for everybody, right? If yes, then you can please give me a +1, guys. Please give me a +1 if you understand this much point, and hit the like button as well. Okay. Now, in this case, if I have to do it, right? If I have to do such a problem, so what can I do? Like, I have to, like, if you will see, So in this algorithm, right? So let's say I've drawn this algorithm. Now in this this algorithm is fine, but how will you do it practically, right? So one of the ways is that what you can do is, if it will be a kind of n square approach, right? That let's say I make another array, right? Let's name it as ARR or any kind of array I make, okay? And then in that array from 1 to 3 I increase every value by 1, okay? Then 2 to 3 I increase every value by 1, right? Then again from this to this I increase every value by 1 manually, and here also I increase every value by 1. So in so for one segment it would, in the worst case, for one segment it might take order of n time, okay? And for the whole, for one segment if it is taking order of n time, so for a complete segment if I individually increase every segment, so that would take n square. Is that clear to everyone? This basic thing is clear. If let's say at 1 I mark it as +1, then at 2 I mark it as +1, then at 3 I mark it as +1, then after that for 2 I mark it as +1 again, then 3 I mark it as +1 again. So that's kind of n square solution in nature, right? That's going to be very complex in nature. Is it clear to everyone? Please write yes in the chat if you are clear with this, and you can hit the like button as well if you're understanding this point, right? So for one segment, if I manually increase every segment now, if I have an intuition, if I feel that okay I have to increase every segment here, then here, right? So that's like in that case this is going to take order of n time, and for the whole segments it is going to take n squarish kind of time. So that's very complex. Instead of that, what we can do is we can always use the line sweep algorithm, okay? What we can do is we can use the line sweep algorithm, okay? We can use the line sweep algorithm. Let me write it, line sweep algorithm. So please write L as W in the chat, okay? Like algorithm. So in this case, whenever you have fine, right? Okay, so whenever you feel like that you have to increase this increase a segment frequency, right? Then always you can use the line sweep algorithm, okay? So I will tell you about this algorithm further, okay? So in this case what will we do here, right? Let us say that this is kind of a prefix extension only, right? Let's say if I will make a prefix array for ourselves, let me make it like this, okay? Let me make a prefix array like this, okay? And then just give me a second, let me draw this array up for ourselves. All right, so yeah, we are having this array here. Just a second. Okay, so let's say this is the array that we have. This is the 0th index, okay? This is the 1th index. I hope that the internet is working fine. You can let me know. I think it is fine, right? Okay, now this is the 3rd index, let's say, okay? This will be let's say the 4th index. Let's say this is the 5th index only. So I'm drawing till here only. You can like, because it is not required till more, right? So in this case, if you will see here, so what we do is if we want to, like, we want to see that the changes, right? So we can declare a prefix array kind of thing here, okay? And like first of all we'll be at this segment, okay? So here I see that okay, the left in this range is in this range, left is 1 and right is 3, okay? So what I will do is what we do here is we will mark the prefix of L as +1, okay? We'll increase it by 1, and we'll mark the prefix of R plus 1 as -1, okay? So one beyond it will mark it as -1, okay? One greater than the R will mark it as -1, and we'll mark the L as +1, okay? So basically in this case what will happen, let me write this again. So we will mark P of L plus is equal to 1, and P of R plus 1 minus is equal to 1, okay? So this is, let's say, L R currently. So we'll mark this guy as 1, so we'll increase it by 1, so it will become 1. And what will become -1? This 4 is going to become -1, okay? Is that clear to everyone? Is that clear to everyone? Please write yes in the chat, guys. Is this much part clear? Okay, so I will tell you how that works also. Is this much part clear to everyone? Please tell me in the chat. Okay, this much part makes sense. Like, we mark what? We mark P of L as +1, and we mark P of R plus 1 as -1, okay? If you are clear, then you can hit the like button as well. Okay, so this much point is clear to everyone, right? Now how does this help? Okay, understand one thing, why we are marking this is the R plus 1 value. Agree with me everyone, this is the R plus 1 value. So if you take the prefix sum, okay, if you take the prefix sum of this whole array, so indirectly the rest of the indexes are kind of, you can say, 0 only, okay? Rest of the indexes, you can say, are 0 only. Now if you take the if you think that let's take the prefix sum here, right? So if we take the prefix sum here, then this will be what? This will be 0, okay? This will be 1. Let me use a brighter color here. let's say, yeah, see, if you take the prefix sum here, this will be 0, this will be 1, okay, this will be 1, okay, because it is continuation, no? Then you, this will be 1, okay, this will be 0, this will be 1. So can I say that all the indexes at which I wanted to make the change, they will see the change there? Is that clear to everyone? Please write yes in the chat if that makes sense, right? If you see this updated prefix array, right, if I will update everything in the end, obviously I'll iterate in the end, I'll update it, but you can see here that I wanted the index 1, 2 and 3 to increase by 1, and if I take the prefix sum in the end, so by doing a minus 1 at r plus 1, I am neutralizing that factor, that plus 1 factor, right? So that is getting neutralized here. Is that clear to everyone? Yeah, sorry, this should be 0, sorry. Yeah, so is that clear to everyone, guys? Is that part clear to everyone? Thanks a lot, Rishit, for correcting me. Is this part clear? That by doing this much, what happens is, the neutralization effect is taking place at this particular index, right? Is it clear to Madbar as well and everyone else also, guys? Please let me know if that does make sense, right? Okay. Okay, okay, great. So we will take the prefix sum in the end only. Okay, we will not take the prefix sum in the starting. Okay, now if you will see here, okay, so we have marked this value as -1, this value as +1. That is fine. Again, we will move forward. So now what is our L and R? Let's say this is our L, this is our R. So we'll mark prefix of 2 as +1 and prefix of R +1, that is 4 as -1. So 2 will be marked as +1. So let's mark 2 as +1. Okay, so 2 will be marked as +1, and then we will like 2 will be increased by 1 indirectly, I can say, and 4 4 will be marked, I think, as -1, because yeah, r plus 1 is -1, so it will be marked as -2 now, because initially it was -1 already, and then I do -1 again, so that is how it changes, right? After that, I'll move to the next segment. So this is L, this is R. Okay, again I'll mark P of 1 as +1, so it will increase to 2 indirectly, right? And then P of R plus 1, that is nothing but 3, because R is 2, so this will be 3, so this will be marked as -1 here. Okay, and then what I will do is I will mark P of 4 as +1. Okay, so like, because if I'll see this segment, so this is L, this is R. So P of just give me a second, let me just check what was the value here. Yeah, so the value was -2. So yeah, now since this is L, this is R, so this value will get increased by 1, so it will become -1, you can say, right? And then 5 will become this thing, 5 will become -1 as well. Okay, because this, since this was -2 now, so I've increased it by 1, so it becomes -1. Is that clear? Right, if you're clear till now, so please write yes in the chat. Okay, so all these updates, what I'm doing is I'm doing all these updates in order of one time. Okay, you can understand what I'm doing is I'm saying that P of L plus is equal to 1, kind of. Okay, and P of R plus 1 minus is equal to 1. That is what I'm doing here. Okay, is that part clear? This much part clear? Now at the end, okay, so this is like every query I'm like updating in order of one time. Okay, in this prefix array, because just updating doing this operation every time just takes order of one time for me, right? And if I'm doing it for n k such queries, so it just takes order of k time, right? Whatever is the number of queries, that much time I'm taking for updating. Okay, order of k time. Now if you will see, ultimately I take the prefix sum. Okay, so ultimately, guys, let's take the prefix sum. So what is the prefix sum? If you will observe, so the prefix sum till here is still 0. Okay, the prefix sum here okay, this will be 0 plus 2, so this will be 2. Then this will become what? Like this will become 3. Okay, so this point will become 3. Then here this particular point will become what? This particular point will become nothing but if I, let me just check what was this value. Yeah, it was -1, so it will become 2. Okay, this will become 2. Then if you will see forward, so this will become what? Since this was -1 already, so this would become 1, and now this is 1, so outer value will become 0. Okay, so basically what I'm doing is I'm saying that P of I is where I start from 1, P of I is equal to P of I plus P of I minus 1, kind of thing. This is what I'm doing. I'm taking the prefix sum. Okay, so the last value becomes 0. Okay, so if you remember the diagram, okay, if you remember the diagram here, let me draw the diagram again for all of you so that you understand it better. 1, okay, we have 2, then we have 3, then we have 4, then we have 5. Okay, let's say, so if you remember this diagram, just give me a second. Okay, guys, just give me a second. I would just draw it. Yeah, so if you see here, let's say this is 1, let's say this is 2. Okay, all of you can hit the like button, guys, if you have understood till now. This is 3, this is 4, this is 5. Okay, so if you remember this, so I can say that in this range 1 comma 3 I had marked this is the range 1 comma 3. Just give me a second. Let's use a different color. Yeah, so 1 to 3, this is the range. Okay, then you have 2 to 3, I think, right? Then after that you had 1 to 2. Okay, so after that you had 1 to 2. Okay, then you had 4 to 4 only, right? So if you will see here, how many if you will see finally, right? So at the index 1, at the tell me guys, at the index 1 what is the value? At the index 1 how many points are intersecting? Can you tell me that? Can you tell me that? Can you tell me that? At the index 1 how many points are there? 2 points are there, right? So you can see here that value is 2. Like kind of two lines are intersecting here, you can say, right? At the index 3, at the index 2 if you will see, so three lines are intersecting here. Okay, three lines are intersecting here at the index at this point number 2, right? Three lines are intersecting here. Okay, then after that at this index 3 if you will observe, so again you can see that two lines are intersecting. This is two lines intersecting, three lines intersecting, two lines intersecting, right? Okay, and at the at this point number 4 only one line is there, right? Indirectly this is only a point, so you can see that only one is there. Is that clear how the prefix sum is indicating? So what I can do is now I can take the maximum, like out of this prefix sum. Okay, I can take the maximum value, okay, of all the indexes starting from 0 till every point. I can take the maximum, and whatever is the maximum, like in this case the 3 is the maximum, so I'll just return that. Is that clear to everyone, guys? The line sweep algorithm is clear. Like that is what the line sweep algorithm is all about. Line sweep algorithm. Okay, is that clear to everyone? Right? Okay, does it make sense for everybody? Right? So if you had to see, in normal cases what we would have done is, if we knew that okay what is the number of points, then we would have declared a prefix array, okay, of n size, right? Normally we would have done this, and then we would have iterated for all the lines. Let's say for I starts from 0, I is less than lines dot size, let's say lines dot size. Okay, and then I would have done an I plus plus here, and then I would have said that okay, let's say L is equal to what? L is going to be equal to nothing but I can say lines of I 0. Okay, that is the left part of the ith line, and int R is nothing but lines of what I1, right? And then I would have said that okay, in this case I would have said that okay, prefix of L plus is equal to 1. Okay, and I would have said that okay, prefix of R plus 1, okay, R plus 1 minus is equal to 1. That is what I would have done, right? Agree with me? So I would have declared us if I would have known the size. Okay, if I would have known that what is the maximum point till which I can go, so I would have declared a prefix of size n. Please write n in the chat if you agree with me, right? Everyone agrees with me. If I would have known the size already, so I would have declared a prefix array of size n. Does that make sense for everyone? Right? If I would have known the size, like the total number of total how many point, maximum points that can be there, so I would have declared it with size n. Okay, and then maybe what I would have done is in that case I would have started I from 0. Okay, I would have kept let's say something like this. Okay, let's say I would have kept a maximum initially as 0 here, right here, and then I0, I is less than, let's say n, less than equal to n, or less than n, let's say okay, I plus plus. Then I would have done that okay, prefix of I in that case I would have started it from 1, obviously. So prefix of I, let me write it properly. Okay, so in this case what I would have done is I would have said that prefix of I plus is equal to prefix of I minus 1, right? This thing I minus 1. Okay, and then I would have always taken the maximum, mx is equal to maximum of the maximum so far, comma the prefix of I, right? That is what I would have done. Agree with me? Sorry, I should write it as prefix of I. So that is what I would have done normally, right? But here in this case, do I know the size? Do I know the number of points? No, no. See, let's is this much part clear? Please write yes in the chat. So if you will see, so this would take if the line array is of size k, so the update part, okay, would have taken order of k time, right? And then the prefix sum generation part would have taken, let's say, order of n time in the most case, right? That is what would have happened. But in this case, let us say that if you have something like this, let's say you have 0.125, okay, then after that you have, let's say, 0.2000 to 3000, okay, then after the let's say 3000, okay, something like this, okay, and let's say you have another point, let's say 1 to 50. So does it make sense for me to make an array of size 200? Please tell me. 2000. Does it, like, see? Does it make sense for me to make an array of size one till this much, till 3000? No, no. Please write no in the chat. It is a waste of space. It is a waste of space, right? It is definitely a waste of space, right? It is definitely going to be a waste of space for me. So that is why, in this case, as a prefix array, right, in place of using a prefix array of size n, I can use a map. Okay, I can use a map. Is that clear to everyone? Is that clear to everyone? Instead of doing that, I can use a map. Is that clear to everyone, guys? Please write yes in the chat. Does it make some sense? Because map will only take those indexes that are available here now. So in that case, map will be more efficient for me. Is that clear to everyone? Right? Because for those indexes that are not there, I don't want them, right? Is that clear? So I will use the map here. Is it clear till now? Please write yes in the chat, plus one in the chat, hit like button also if you have understood, if you have understood till now. So please write yes in the chat. So that is why, to save a lot of space, I will be using a map for such kind of scenarios. Okay, so now we will be using a ordered map because we want the keys in the sorted order, right? So in this case, we have two kinds of maps in C++. At least we have ordered map and unordered map, so we will use the ordered map here. Okay, so since we do not want that kind of thing to happen, right? So that is why what will happen is, like, when we will have a map. Okay, so let's say our maps look something like this. So we will use a normal map. Okay, not an unordered map, but a normal map, that you can say, that takes log of n time for insertion. So this will be, let's say, 1, then you will have 50, 5, then you'll have 50, then you'll have 2000 index. Okay, then you'll have 3000 index. So only this much indexes would be there here. So does it make some sense? Okay, so that is why. And also, if you, whenever you require, so more indexes can also be accumulated. Okay, so let's start writing the code here. Okay, is that clear to everyone till now? Please write yes in the chat. Definitely you can write yes in the chat. If the line sweep algorithm is clear till now, you can hit the like button also, guys. Okay, I've tried to put in some effort. Now what I will do is, I'll use a ordered map because I want the keys to be in sorted order, right? I want the keys to be, if I start iterating in the map, so I want the keys to be in the sorted order, right? So that is why I'll use a normal map. Okay, so map will be there, then I'll use int comma int, let's say, and let's name it as mp. You can name it as prefix also if you want. Let me name it as prefix, or let's name it as mp only. That is also fine. Okay, then what I will do is, int I starts from 0. Then after that, I is less than lines dot size. Okay, then after that, I'll do an I plus plus, and where what we'll do is, let's say int the left is going to be nothing but what? It is going to be lines of I0. Okay, and then I can say that int right is going to be nothing but what? Lines of I1. Right. Once this is done, then I can say that, okay, map of left. Okay, again the prefix some technique I'm applying, line sweep algorithm. So plus is equal to 1. Okay, and what will I do for the other thing? Right plus 1 minus is equal to 1. Does it make sense? Please write plus 1 in the chat if you are clear till this point. Is everyone clear till this point, guys? Is everyone clear till this point? Please let me know. If you are clear till this point, please let me know. Does it make some sense for everybody? Right? Does it make some sense? Okay, then what I will do here is, let's say, in this case, let's say, let me define a sum initially as 0, and let me define the maximum initially as 0, mx as 0 also, right? Now after that, what I will do is, I'll start iterating. So is it clear to everyone present in the chat? Please let me know, guys. Int I starts from what? Sorry, I will iterate through the keys of the map. So auto I is to mp. I'll iterate through the keys of the map, and the first part stores the key, but I want the value actually, right? So I'll say that, okay, sum plus is equal to what? I need to I need to add the values, right? So I dot second is what I will add every time. Okay, and then I will say that mx is equal to, okay, mx is equal to, let me just show you this. Mx is equal to max of mx comma the sum, right? So I will take the maximum prefix sum that is there. Okay, so you can name it as sum also or prefix sum also, right? If I would have named it, so let's name it as p sum. That would be much better, right? P sum. This would be p sum. So basically, I'm taking the carry forward. Okay. Now after that, in the end, we will just return the maximum that we have seen. Okay, the maximum sum that we have seen at a particular point. So the maximum number of intersections that we have seen. Is that clear to everyone? Please write yes in the chat if this does make a little bit of sense to everybody, right? Does it make a little bit of sense for everyone? I hope it does. Okay, so yeah, it works on the samples, right? It does work on the samples. You can see that for the sample test cases, we are definitely getting the output as 3, right? And if I will submit it, let's see if it gets accepted or not. If it does get accepted, then you can write ACOP in the chat. That is what I expect from all of you. Okay, so it is still running. Yeah, it gets accepted. So you can write ACOP, everyone. All the 10, 11, 12 people who are present, they can write ACOP and hit the like button, guys. That is what I want. If you are clear with this problem, okay, if you have understood the algorithm completely, then please hit the like button and give me a +1 in the chat. If you are clear with everything, okay. So that is why we use this thing, okay, ACOP, and please hit the like button, okay. So what I expect from all of you now is that you will, if you have understood this problem till now, right? So basically this algorithm was what, okay, ACOP in the chat you should write if you are still there in the chat. So basically this was the concept of line sweep algorithm, you can say, right? Line sweep algorithm. Basically L plus is equal to 1 and R plus 1 is equal to -1. This is line sweep algorithm. Basically it's kind of a prefix technique only, okay. And we are taking how much time complexity? So we are taking order of k time for the queries, right, for the updates in the map or prefix sum, you can say. Plus we are taking another, since we are using a map, so order of n log n time, because we are using a normal ordered map, so we are taking n log n time, you can say, right? So the overall complexity that you can say is n log of n. Please write n log n in the chat, okay? Or please write okay in the chat, because since we are using a ordered map, na normal map in which the keys are sorted, because I want the keys to be sorted, na in the map that I'm taking. I want 1 here, 5 here, 50 here. So I want the keys to be in sorted manner. So that is why I'm using a normal map instead of an ordered map. So that would take n log n time, and then after that, if I talk about the space complexity, so the space complexity is going to be order of n in the worst case for the map, okay. So is that clear to everyone? If yes, then you can give me up, like if this much part is clear, okay. Talking about the time and the space complexity, if all this is clear, then please make sure to guys hit the like button, okay, if you have understood it till now. And you can give me a +1 in the chat as well, okay. And make sure to hit the like button, okay, make sure to hit the like button. Just make sure to hit the like button. Okay. Now this problem also, one more thing, the company that has asked this particular problem, so what is the name of that company which has asked this particular problem? Let me just tell you that as well, okay. So the company that has asked this particular problem is nothing but Swiggy, okay. So you can write Swiggy OP in the chat, okay. So Swiggy has asked this particular question. This question has been asked by the company that is nothing but Swiggy. So Swiggy has asked this particular question previously in its interviews, okay. So I hope that this point is clear. But if you are clear with everything, and if you are watching the recording even, so you can hit the like button and give me a +1 also, and write understood in the chat also, okay. Now just give me a second. I will just generate the link for this particular solution so that you can take a reference for it in future also. All right. So yeah, let's do it. Okay. So let me share this with all of you. Pizza, yeah, right. So I've shared the link of my code also, right? But obviously, I think you can also try it on your own if you want, right? So that was the whole algorithm and the approach for it. I hope that you liked it, you understood it. Okay, so since a lot of people are still watching, so guys, if you have understood it till now, till the end, obviously, then please make sure to hit the like button. If you're watching the recording also, then also make sure to hit the like button and give us a +1. Thanks a lot, Madbar. Thanks a lot, Rishit, and thanks a lot, Madbar as well, Shreya as well. Thanks a lot. So when will I take the POD? So I will take the POD of Monday, Tuesday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That is, I will go live on YouTube on Thursday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Okay, TTS. You can write TTS. I'll go live on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Today is Thursday, no? Sorry, Tuesday. So I'll go live on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Okay. Thanks a lot, Shreya. Thanks a lot, Rishit as well. Okay. So great, everyone has understood. Make sure to hit the like button if you haven't. TTS it is, okay. So with that being said, thanks a lot everyone for joining for this particular session. I end this session now, and if you're watching the recording, you can hit the like button and you can comment understood in the chat also. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next POD on Thursday. Till then, good night, take care, and all the very best. Keep coding, guys, and keep solving the problem of the day every day. I miss you as well, Madbar. You were in my batch, CP44. Thank you, everyone.